What?
Go sit in your chair.
Alright. Hi guys, I am back again for another Madden NFL 19 video, and today we've got something fun planned. As you can tell by the title, it's me versus Cody, round 2. Last time, as I remember all too well, I tried to kick a 56-yard field goal to put the game away. I missed. Cody does the one-play drive to end the game, but this time I believe it's going to be a lot different. But before we start this game, as you can clearly tell, it is a rematch of Super Bowl 49, and we already decided what teams we were going to play as. Wait, should I check to see if our team... Oh yeah, I forgot that I need to put you on the Patriots.
Don't worry, people. He's losing it.
Yeah, I lost it a long time ago. Let's see. Manage rosters.
And I would like to take a special thank you for this idea from Up Up Down Down. If you don't know who they are, go check their YouTube channel. They're like the best gaming channel ever. And I was watching one of their videos, and I was like, "Oh, you don't pick you don't pick your favorite team, and you just do randomize. You do randomize one time, whoever you get. You don't have to be that team. You do randomize again. Now you have a choice: either go with the one team you saw, or the team that you have now, or take a big risk and go with the third team. And if whoever your third team is, you gotta stick with that third team."
Alright, as you said before, it is going to be a battle between two different teams that are looking to establish dominance. The Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 55. I don't think that's going to happen next season because Patrick Mahomes is now locking down the AFC. Alright, let's see. I'm just trying to get stuff set up. Alright, so what I need to do now is I need to transfer Cody from the Bills.
You already did that.
I already traded you? I released you, I don't...
Yeah, you released me. You didn't put me on the Patriots.
Alright, so now... should I check to see if my... let's go here, manage rosters. I'm just trying to make sure I have everything set up so
Yeah.
we don't have to redo this. Seahawks, I'm on the... Alright, so we are all set. Save. Alright. Exhibition. Play now.
But also just remember the rules. 5 hurry ups throughout the game. So you don't have to do them all at once. You just Otherwise, if you don't do them, you're disqualified. Alright, rematch of the century. What skill level?
Pro.
Just pro? Alright. Enhanced.
Let's use our retros.
Oh, okay. Alright, here we go.
May the best team win. Super Bowl. And we're gonna, you know what?
15-minute game.
Yeah, 15-minute game. Excel clock is going to be on. Play clock remaining 25 seconds.
So this is going to be a long game, guys.
Alright, until 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Even teams off. Let's go. Now we're going to watch the intro because it is awesome.
Now this is the best part. Playing with the team you don't really play with.
I'm usually playing as either the Jags or the Packers.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion, as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
Now, as you said, this is 15-minute quarters, so we can have a abundance of time to try and make some big plays. And I'm expecting a high-scoring game between me and you, Cody.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
So it looks like you're going to get the ball to start the game. I need to make sure that I am the starter. Nope.
We are not.
Let's go here.
And we have a special guest join us, my cat Gizmo, who is in heat, by the way.
All right. You're just going to have to reorder your depth chart real quick. You get... All right, it is Cody Wilson versus Brett Zimmerman here in Super Bowl 55.
Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. 50 years after Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on. We know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll drop to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this.
Cam Chancellor couldn't make the tackle.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he stopped immediately.
What do you think about the XFL returning tomorrow?
We'll have to see what it does.
And this defensive
I mean, it's a great
to control
franchise.
the point of attack.
And that's what they've done
last time,
throughout the
we all know
season.
what
This is
happened
a
with the
terrific
XFL.
unit. They
folded
play
after
together very,
1
very
year.
well,
Can
and they don't
sustain
permit
a
big
couple
plays to
years?
happen.
But as we said before, the Kansas City Chiefs won Super Bowl 54 this year, so that's...
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30.
Nice!
Touchdown, Patriots. With a first touchdown of this
That's how you start a game. You got to know the rules here. If you can't find anybody open, you got to gun it.
Watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl,
I'm a little rusty, guys,
how come it's
okay?
not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's
I
not
haven't
all over
played
the
this
place?
game in
The
a
nerves,
while.
the
Neither have
interim in
I.
between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game.
Sorry.
But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Rolling to his right. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second
Xfinity,
down.
hurry up speed.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And he's got
close
this
because I can't
way
see it.
down
Flipping
inside of
goddamn
New
thing.
England's 10-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right?
Oh.
Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw here. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score.
Oh
we
my
both
God,
missed
man.
the PAT.
In so many ways, Brandon.
This is going to be a close game.
Get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again.
Here we go.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's 3rd and short.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Forced out to his left. And he's got an open man.
Big
It's
boy, Rob
Gronkowski.
Gronkowski.
And they'll get this well past.
Do you think he's going to return next season?
I don't think so.
35.
He's saying he wants to.
30-yard play on 3rd.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here we go. 3-19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll look to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be
I couldn't get anything going.
Split out like receivers, but hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle. You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he slings one that's
You gotta catch the ball, man.
Dixon was the target, and it's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw, rolling to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that's
Defensive PI.
Incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On the ground, Michelle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm not blitzing. I'm just seeing what's open.
In there to sack him for a loss of 6. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he's got it. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into and that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, A good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch, and only in the first quarter. So they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and they'll go deep.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Steps away. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. So the Patriots coming out now. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you gotta like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Steps away to his left. Whoosh. Past the 20. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. Big yardage there.
I have not done well with the rest. So.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Flushed out right.
Illegal forward pass.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Do you want to give me take a down away from me, or
so
push
he
me
was
back?
past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. And the tight end, Dixon, left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it.
How do you throw it away?
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd
Click
and
the
10.
right thumbstick?
Yep.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Thank you.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little
Still
bit
second
farther
down.
away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh.
Allen's got it complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is Michelle, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Normally that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michelle. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it here to the 43. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. There he goes inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Able to find a lot of empty space there.
Stop going with the hurry up.
Down at a 21-yard gain.
You can't go for a hurry up on every single play on the drive.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up when we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Forced out to his left. Wide open, Gronkowski.
Yeah, stupid character fell.
What'd you say?
The stupid character fell.
Yeah.
That's why I was.
I have to give you props on that one. That one was good.
Waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Being chased out left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Nicely done.
On 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Watch it now, Barney! Over!
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Bobby Wagner coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right.
Fucking goddamn it.
Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Gostkowski's kick is good.
Pretty evenly matched right now.
Him level. It's 23-23.
Thought that could have been a touchdown.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Yeah, he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2.
Oh, God damn it, I pressed the wrong button.
Press X.
It'll be 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Completes it to Dixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open.
And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! Tyler Lockett, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Janikowski now for the point after. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bobby Wagner. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Let's game.
Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the
No,
ball
I'm
out
getting
of the
back
end
into
zone.
that one.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Not the best.
Just talking about me not throwing an interception, then I throw one.
Trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
watch my YouTube stream.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
I'm not the one blitzing.
The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And the yardage just continues to pile up. We're still in the third quarter. He's had a heck of a game.
Keep your calculator handy because these numbers are skyrocketing. Loving watching what he's doing right now because, what do we call it, in the zone?
Yeah, he's in the zone.
I think he's in the zone plus right now. Everything is like a laser.
See if he can stay in that zone. Dancing to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. How about that? Their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to a sack back at the 16-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And I'm just wondering how many yards is he going to throw for? We're only in the 3rd quarter. He's just thrown for a ton.
You have your abacus here?
No, what?
Your abacus?
I thought you said like Atticus Finch.
No. We're not getting that deep, but counting this up, we might need a few extra.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. And the pressure gets to him again. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of it.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Block it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll come out throwing here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Allen has it, left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And once again, the Pats decide to go for two. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Oh, and now he pulls. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage. But that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Pass interference. Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll look to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Yeah, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw here. Out to his left. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the 1st. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let that's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ed Dixon, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Janikowski on for the extra point.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Looking to throw. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Flushed out right. Got some real estate inside the 30. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 41 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And now we're all even. Brand new ball game, tie game.
In a sense, you're starting over. Tie ball game, everyone's back to even, back to equal. A good job getting back in it.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. He'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And the tight end Dixon left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll set up a throw, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ely, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing the golden high tops as well.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, it's Vanette. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a dunk.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Back there, Philly, here we go.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Steps away to his left. Shakes off the sag. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now.
Back there, Philly, here we go.
back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this, practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.